Hey, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my own journey of personal growth and self-transformation and how it's really made an impact on my life. For those of you who are new here, my name is Patrick Cuneta, and I create videos to help people transform themselves and their lives. So make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so we can be in alignment. Now, like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you my own journey of personal growth and how it's changed my life in a huge way. Now, this whole journey began about 2 or 3 years ago, and at this point in my life, I was going to school full-time for computer science. I was working at a sales job at AT&T pretty much full-time as well, and at that point in my life, I was going down a path that everybody around me was telling me to go down. Everybody was congratulating me, pushing me forward, saying, oh yeah, that's great that you're going to college, that's great that you're getting a degree in computer science, that's so fantastic that you're working full-time in sales, all this stuff. And I was like, wow, I felt like I was, creating a good life for myself, and I felt like I was going down the path I was supposed to be going down. Now, at the same time, even though everybody around me was telling me I was doing fantastic, deep down, I really did not feel happy. And I felt really stressed out. I felt really lost. And I just wasn't excited about my life. I wasn't excited about the life I was living and also for the life I was creating. I was so stressed out. I was so busy all the time. I dropped out of school one semester because trying to balance school and work became so difficult for me. I wasn't able to. I started to fall behind in my classes and all that stuff, so I decided to take a semester off. And at that point, I just kept on working, and I would literally get up in the morning, go to work all day. I would get off at like 8 or 9 p.m. and then have a few hours at night and evening to relax, and then I would just go out and do it all over again in the morning. So I just wasn't really excited about it. After working for quite a few months at AT&T, I started to really not enjoy it, and I thought to myself, is this job really going to make a difference if I go to another job? And I really thought about it, and I think the thing that I really didn't enjoy was the idea of just working a full-time 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life. And I was like, man, that just doesn't sound very exciting. Even if I'm, doing a computer science job, even if I'm getting paid more money, I thought about it, is this really how I want to be living my life for the rest of my life until I'm retiring and all that stuff? And to me, it just didn't sit right with me, just deep down. Even though everybody around me was telling me all these things and encouraging me to keep going down that path, I wasn't happy. I really wasn't. So I thought to myself, man, how can I get out of this situation? How can I improve my life? How can I discover what I'm supposed to do? And throughout all this chaos, at the same time, I, was always watching YouTube videos, and I came across personal growth and spirituality through YouTube. I remember some of the first videos I watched that really sparked my interest and opened my mind were Koi Fresco, who's now Vishuddha Das, also Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, and Aaron Doughty as well. Those are some people that have really, sparked that fire inside of me and got me going down this path of spiritual growth and personal growth overall. And it's been so life-changing for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been researching stuff my entire life. Like, I've always enjoyed, even in, middle school, high school, watching documentaries and stuff, learning about different things, just researching stuff online. I've always enjoyed learning new things. But, throughout my own self-education and my own research, I just came across spirituality and personal growth, and they have definitely changed the game for me. Now, especially one of the most influential people has been Ralph Smart on his channel over at Infinite Waters for sure. And he talks about becoming your greatest version. That's one of the things he talks about all the time. Improving yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. And, these ideas really resonated with me. Like, I fell in love with these ideas so quickly, just the idea of improving yourself. And, I started to really learn as much as I could about this and started to really apply these lessons to my life. And, that was just the beginning of it. That really was just the beginning of it, those YouTube videos I watched. And it led me to read all kinds of different books, and it led me to learn all kinds of different things and develop all kinds of fantastic habits in my life, and it has changed so much in my life. Really has. And at that point, like I said, I had dropped out of school already for that semester, and I was debating if I should go back or not. And like I said, it just didn't really excite me very much, so I made the decision to not go back to school, which, believe me, a lot of people around me were not thrilled about, and they still aren't thrilled about. But you know what, I got to stay true to myself. And after a few months at AT&T, I was at AT&T for like a year and a half, and I actually found out about Uber Eats, right? Some of you guys might have seen my Uber Eats videos, my GrubHub videos on my channel as well. But like I said, I discovered Uber Eats, and by driving Uber Eats, I was able to make money outside of a 9-to-5 job, right? This is my first real opportunity that came up for me to make money, make a living for myself outside of a 9-to-5 job. So I drove on the weekends. I started trying it out. If you're not familiar with it, you basically pick up food from restaurants and just deliver it to people's houses. It's really easy, and you get paid on each trip that you make. So on the weekends, on my days off, I started driving a little bit, and I really liked it. It's cool because there's so much freedom. I get to make my own schedule. I don't have a boss really or anything like that. I just go online on my app on my phone, and you go out there and you make money. So I started doing that, and I really liked it. So actually, I decided after about a year and a half at my job, almost a year and a half at AT&T, I quit my job, and I decided I'm going to drive Uber Eats pretty much, full time or however much I need to pay the bills. And that's what I did. And I'll admit the first few months were a little rough. It was a little bit hard to get myself out there to, drive and stuff like that, but it really made a difference. And, I've came across GrubHub as well, and now I drive GrubHub pretty much full time because it does pay a bit better in my area. But since then, I've been pursuing my passions. I've been trying to discover, who I really am and improve myself on so many different levels. And driving, the reason I'm mentioning Uber Eats and GrubHub is because it has allowed me to quit my full-time job, which I really wasn't passionate about, and work on my dreams. And now I have complete control over my schedule, complete control over what I do every single day already at this point, even though, I'm still working hard on my dreams of building this YouTube channel and building an influence online and helping other people, which is my ultimate goal. At the same time, I can, make an income on my own schedule driving GrubHub. So, like I said, this is all due to personal growth. My entire life has changed due to personal growth and self-transformation, because what really led me to make these changes in my life, in my career path, and what I'm working on in my life is pursuing that path of personal growth, is watching those videos and reading those books and learning about personal growth. And by doing that, I learned a lot more about myself. I've been able to improve myself on many different levels, mentally, physically, spiritually. I started, doing yoga and meditation and exercising more and taking care of my diet better and reading books on a daily basis and just constantly learning and educating myself in all kinds of different areas. And by making all these changes in my life, developing all these positive habits that are going to help me to move in the right direction, I've been able to completely flip my life around in the past 2 or 3 years. And every single day now, I am so much more excited about the future. Every single day, even though my goals are still far away in the future, even though I might not be making a ton of money right now just driving GrubHub, I still enjoy my life so much more. And everything, just the work I do on the daily basis, the process I'm going through is so much more enjoyable, so much more fulfilling and exciting than it was before. And, even though I don't have the support of all my family members and all that stuff, it doesn't really matter to me, because at the end of the day, the only person that knows what's best for you is yourself. That's really the truth. If you think about it, even the people that are the closest to you, they don't really know you. They know their perception of you through their own mind. They don't know exactly what's going on in your head, exactly how you feel, exactly, what you're thinking. So they really can't tell you what to do with your life. You got to make those decisions for yourself. So ultimately what I did is I changed everything around. I, stopped pursuing my degree and the 9-to-5 workforce and the 9-to-5 lifestyle. I started pursuing a lifestyle in which I can create content like this, in which I can, utilize my creativity and create, content and create art and create other things to literally help other people to do what I did with my life, to change things around, to go down a path that's right for them, go down a path that's going to really make them happy and fulfilled in their own way, because we're all so different. We're all so unique. We're all so special in our own ways. We have our own unique passions and talents and our own purposes, which need to be discovered and pursued in our own lives so we can live happy and fulfilling lives. And really, ultimately, that is my own personal story of personal growth and self-transformation, how it's made a huge impact on my life. Of course, I'm still going down that path. Of course, I still have a ton of room for improvement mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, in every single aspect of my life. I still have a lot of room for improvement, but I'm on that path. I'm on that journey of spiritual growth and personal growth and mental growth and physical growth, and just transforming myself and transforming my life in the best way that I can. And it really is a lifelong journey and a lifelong path. For those of you out there who are on a journey of personal growth and self-transformation, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think as well. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. Thank you so much for spending the time to watch my videos. Like I said, don't forget to check out the description down there. Get your Mind Power merch out today. Reach out to me on Instagram with any other questions or comments you guys have. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Got plenty more coming soon. Your mind is much more powerful than you think. Have a great day. Peace.